Welcome back to our channel. Now, let's get right to it. In the heart of the dense Arkansas forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the shadows held their breath, four college friends ventured into the unknown. Justin, with his easy smile and sturdy frame, led the way alongside Sam, his adventurous spirit matched only by his mischievous grin. Betty, thoughtful and perceptive, walked close to Sasha, whose laughter echoed through the woods like a song. They had come seeking adventure, a break from their mundane college lives, and found themselves setting up camp near an old, overgrown trail. As the sun dipped low behind the trees, casting long shadows across the forest floor, they gathered around a crackling fire, its warmth a comfort against the encroaching darkness. "We should explore," Sam suggested, his eyes gleaming with excitement as he pointed towards a faint trail barely visible amidst the underbrush. Betty hesitated, a chill running down her spine. The forest seemed to hold its breath as she looked towards the direction Sam indicated. An unsettling feeling gnawed at her gut, but she didn't want to spoil the mood. "I'm not sure, Sam," she murmured, glancing at the others for support. Sasha shrugged nonchalantly. "Come on, it'll be fun. Spooky cabin in the woods. What could go wrong?" Her voice was light, but her eyes betrayed a flicker of uncertainty. With a reluctant sigh, Betty nodded. "Okay, but let's not stay too long." Leaving their campsite behind, they followed the trail deeper into the woods. The forest grew thicker, the air heavier with the scent of damp earth and pine needles. After what felt like an eternity of winding through the darkness, they stumbled upon it. A decrepit cabin, its wooden walls weathered and warped with age. Vines snaked across the structure like ghostly fingers, and shattered windows stared back like empty eye sockets. "Whoa!" Justin breathed, his voice barely a whisper. "This place gives me the creeps." Sam grinned, undeterred by the eerie atmosphere. "Let's check it out." Betty glanced around nervously, her instincts screaming at her to turn back. "I don't think we should." But Justin and Sasha were already moving towards the cabin, curiosity overriding caution. With a resigned sigh, Betty watched them disappear through the gaping doorway. She shivered despite the warmth of the evening, a sense of foreboding settling over her like a heavy shroud. Deciding to return to camp, Betty retraced her steps through the darkening woods. The sounds of rustling leaves and distant bird calls seemed muted now, as if the forest itself held its breath. When she finally reached the clearing where their campsite lay, relief washed over her. She grabbed a sandwich from their provisions and sat by the dwindling fire, her appetite dulled by worry. As twilight deepened into night and the first stars peeked through the canopy above, Betty's concern grew. Her friends had been gone too long, and there was still no sign of them. Fumbling for her phone, she tried to dial their numbers, but the screen displayed only a mocking no-service message. Panic clawed at her chest as she grabbed a flashlight and hurried back towards the cabin. When Betty arrived at the spot where they had discovered the old cabin, her heart sank. There was nothing there. No cabin, no sign of her friends. Just an empty clearing bathed in moonlight. She called out their names, her voice echoing into the darkness, but there was no answer. Frantic now, Betty sprinted back to the campsite and seized the flare gun they had brought for emergencies. With trembling hands, she fired it into the night sky, the brilliant red arc a desperate plea for help. Hours passed like eternity as Betty waited alone in the silent forest, her mind racing with fear and unanswered questions. When dawn finally broke, she was still there, huddled by the dying embers of their campfire, tears streaking her dirt-streaked face. The police arrived soon after, their voices grave as they questioned her about the events of the night. The whole town rallied together, searching every inch of the forest, every shadowed corner where hope might hide. But despite their efforts, despite their prayers and fervent pleas, Justin, Sam, and Sasha were never found. As days turned into weeks and the seasons changed, the forest kept its secrets. Betty returned home, haunted by guilt and sorrow, forever haunted by the memory of that fateful camping trip. The cabin remained a whispered tale among locals, a cautionary reminder of the dangers that lurked in the darkness. To this day, the mystery endures, a chilling enigma that lingers in the hearts of those who remember. What happened to Justin, Sam, and Sasha? Where did the old cabin vanish to, and why did it take them? The answers, like the lost friends themselves, remain lost in the depths of the forest, buried beneath layers of leaves and the passage of time.